Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of September 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. The overall energy for the reading, the Six of Pentacles. I'm trying to achieve balance in a particular situation. Let's see what's going on then. Starting off the reading, you get the Three of Swords crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. You're hurt by something, but you're giving me a sense of, but I'm doing good. You know, I'm keeping it steady. I'm okay. I'm fine. You know, yeah, I acknowledge there's pain here. I'm hurt, but I got this. Okay. In your focus, the Nine of Wands, there's rejection to something there. I don't know to what yet. In the recent past, the Chariot, everything felt like you were on the right track here. In your strength, the Knight of Pentacles, you're not rushing anywhere. Nobody's rushing you. You're kind of like, I'm taking it easy, you know, through this process, whatever this is. Nobody's going to rush me here. Okay. In the immediate future, the Ten of Cups, happiness that's being shared with others. This kind of gets me into a place of maybe sharing your energy with friends, family, you know, going out, doing something. I don't know. But it's good. Supporting this reading, the Seven of Swords. I don't know if you're walking away from something, but you're definitely keeping your distance from something. I'm assuming whatever caused that pain there, for now, at least. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Two of Swords. A little too much in your head about this whole thing. Maybe that's why you're not rushing either, because it is slowing you down. In your hopes and fears, the Hermit. Okay, so you are addressing this or wanting to address it and heal from that pain. In the potential outcome, the Five of Cups. Some things are coming up for you. Some things that you may look at, you may want to heal from those things. I don't know. But some things are coming up from you from the past. Okay. Let's do the Six of Pentacles. Let's clarify. For the Six of Pentacles, you get the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, the Strength card. Oh, okay. So whatever it is that hurt you has to do with potentially somebody else. And you kind of want peace and love. And, you know, the white flag in there with this one. Even if you are hurt by whatever happened, I don't think you're angry necessarily. Maybe you were at some point, but right now you're kind of in the intention of, I just want for things to work out, you know. For the Three of Swords, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Three of Wands. Yeah, that is your intention. Like, okay, well, now I'm hurt by this, and I may be going through all sorts of reactions to my own pain, to whatever the hell is going on here. But you're also telling me that at a later time, when I come out of this, I may try to go towards this to fix it or to try to work on it. Okay. Let me do the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. This is where you start to overthink. First, you start to stress out about something, like how to make something work. Oh, that's why there's the order. First I'm dealing with this pain and then I'm gonna try to do something. The problem is you're already starting to think of what you can do, and through that you're ignoring the pain that came out of this situation. So the order was right. First you need to address the pain. But you're starting to already stress out about how you can make this work, which kind of ignores the pain that was caused by something that didn't make this work. And then the order is messed up. It's like, no. First, you deal with you and what you're feeling about the situation. And then, if you want to do anything about it as a result from you healing whatever you're experiencing, then you can go ahead and do it. But you can't stress about what you're going to do when you're going to be okay. You know, when the pain is no longer going to be there, because who's going to take care of the pain so that it's no longer there? Nobody. You're busy focusing on what's going to happen after. Okay, what about now? It's going to go away. I'm going to be okay in time. Yeah, no, that's not how you do it, and you know that. Let's do the 9 of Wands in your focus, the Tower, the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Swords. See, because now you're walking on thin ice with this one, where you're not only concerned on how you're going to try to work on this and what you're going to bring to the table and but because you're ignoring that pain that's still there, you just don't want to do anything more to it. Like you anything you say or do in this situation, you got to be very careful, because what if I say something and then backfire, and then I'm going to add to that pain that I'm already feeling but not addressing, and then it's just going to get bigger, and maybe if it gets bigger, maybe it'll force me to address it. I don't want that. There's so much complication here. What you should be focusing on is you shouldn't even be at this point of what if I do something crazy here, if I say something to them or do something that's just going to make things worse. You shouldn't even be in this place. You shouldn't even say or do anything in that direction before you take care of your own direction, your own heart. You know? Because once you heal whatever you feel that's been hurting you, then you're not going to show up in this energy like this, walking on thin ice here. You're not going to feel that. You're going to know exactly how to approach and what to say without worrying about what's going to backfire or not. This is your mind taking over completely and just not letting you heal first. Let's do the Chariot in the recent past, the 4 of Cups, the Chariot, the 7 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, in the past it's shown up as an energy of, man, everything about this feels right, and then if something upsets you, you just kind of take a little time away from it, and then you come back, you resume. It's like, it's good, it's fine. I wonder if in all those times where you took a step back, because something happened that you had to take a step back, you were either hurt by something or who knows. I wonder in all those times if you addressed what happened, or if you just kind of, brushed it under the rug and be like, I'm going to get over it, I'll be fine. And then you came back to it. And nobody addressed that pain, and nobody healed that pain. Nobody being you, because you were the one responsible to dealing with that. And if you didn't do that, then all of those little times in which you're fine, they piled up slowly but surely. And I'm assuming they resulted in this pain that I'm seeing here that now has got you walking on thin ice. You're the one that created all of that. You're the maker of the thin ice. You know what I mean? It's not them. It's not nothing. It's you. You gotta, at some point, stop and address what's going on here. And how it affects you first. And then we'll talk about these things, What do I do? What do I say? You'll know. For the Knight of Pentacles, in your strength, you get the Star, the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Cups. Okay. And then you gain momentum a little bit. You become a little more confident. The thin ice is not as thin anymore. And it's like, okay, we're doing this. And then it's like, oh, hold on, something's stopping me, but I don't know what. What's stopping me? What do you think is stopping you? Your own pain. It's still an energy. nowhere here, I can't see anywhere in here you stopping and looking straight at that pain and being like, pain, you and me, we're doing this. What you're concerned with is, I wonder how I'll make this work. And now, whatever I say or do, let's be very careful about that, because who knows what's going to happen is, none of it is, okay, I'm hurting like crap now. And yeah, because of this situation, but I'll deal with the situation later, because now I need to, patch up my wound here. I can't just go out there and keep on fighting with an open wound. First, I need to recover. For the 10 of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. It feels like a little bit of a blissful period of time, which I don't feel like it's going to last long necessarily. I don't know what this is in regards to. Are we talking about the situation? Maybe. Are we talking about something else completely unrelated? Maybe. It feels good, whatever this is. You're sharing some energy with somebody. There's love. Everything's perfect. I don't think it's lasting though. Maybe a couple of days. And then it's like, and then bam. And I think it's still the pain that's not addressed in here. Whether it's this situation or something else. Because this pain keeps on following you around. It's like it's yours or something. It is yours. It's very much yours, and you need to stop and address it. That's the first thing you need to do here. For the 7 of Swords, in the supportive energies, you get the Fool, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. And you can't keep going back and forth. You can't be like, well, now I'm upset and I'm not going to say anything or do anything, so I'm not going to extend my energy in that direction. And then 2 days later being like, I'm over it. I'm fine. Let's keep going. These things build up. When you disregard the smallest little thing once and then twice and then thrice and then you keep on doing it that way, it builds up into something more substantial, like this pain, for example, that I'm seeing here, that keeps on following you around. And let's say the situation is going to be at some point completely gone out of your life. It's going to affect something else that's in your life, that you're part of, that you're connecting to. Think of it as baggage. You're building up some baggage here if you don't stop and look into it. For the 2 of Swords in your hidden energies, you get the 2 of Cups, the Death card, the King of Swords. And you can't do this over and over again in the same way, because the energies are going to repeat themselves in future experiences. So if you don't break through the cycle of you get hurt, you brush it under the rug, you move on saying nothing, and then it leads into this buildup of volcanic eruption here that leads to the ending of something, but you look at it as pain. Okay, well, I'm healing. Okay, yeah, I have. But you haven't really, because it's still part of your baggage there. You bring that baggage to the next situation, and then you might be playing with different characters there. The energy is going to be the same. The buildup is going to be the same. The eruption is going to be the same. The outcome is going to be the same. How long can you play the same game over and over again without changing the rules if you don't like the outcome? Because I'm assuming you don't like the outcome. Because this one tells me, it's complicated. It's building up into something nasty. Look at the eruption. Okay, moving on. Next. While next is going to look the same with different characters. So you can't play the same game over and over again and expect different results, Let's do the Hermit in your hopes and fears. The 2 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the World card. It's like you're expecting the outcome to be the same. And you would expect it, just like any one of us would. You know, we all have different games that we're playing. It's a matter of when are we going to break through those games to change the rules so that we have different outcomes. So of course you would expect it. You've played this game over and over again in all sorts of relationships before. You're probably going to have the same results as you did in the past. If you don't like those results, get in there and change the rules. At the core of this, there's a lot of you healing, especially that whole bypassing of, you know, the smallest little things. I'm not saying to be absurd, and it's like, you know, they I don't know, they walked over your foot by mistake, and you're, oh my God, you hurt me. Let me check. You know, not those things, but like things that actually impact and hurt you in any way. You know, give nurture to those. Give your presence, give your attention to those, because it's you. If you're not going to take care of those, who will? You know, you can't expect others to show up for those or for you if you don't show up for yourself first. So it's a matter of changing the rules of the game here, and you're going to do that because it's your game. For the 5 of Cups in the potential outcome, you get the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, I see you looking back at similar games. And if you look back at your experiences, you're going to recognize this energy in there. You know, again, different characters, same game. So I see you looking back into that with intention to probably heal. So good. At some point, you're going to have to change the rules. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Queen of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. This is the game. This is you presenting to me the game. And the cover of it looks beautiful. It's like, wow, nice. You know, there you are showing up for it fully. There's a soul connection. There's love. There's, oh my God. You know, yeah, it looks very attractive. It's like, I'm not surprised you chose this game. Now it's time to clean up a little bit, to look into it and be like, okay, what's going on here? Why does it end kind of similarly all the time? As an energy, it ends similarly all the time. In the physical, different characters to it. You're the main one. You're the one that created this game. And I'm calling it a game because it's like, you know, life is usually a game. You can call it a script. You can call it whatever you want. Let's do the Enchanted Earth Oracle. Wolf. No, not wolf. It is a wolf in here, but you don't get wolf. You get howl. Community, alignment, focus. Number 10. I guide my energy consciously, knowing that energy follows where my focus flows. You are highly attuned to the energy of the people and spaces surrounding you. Just as you are influenced by this energy, you too hold the power to manipulate the energy of a space and guide that energy to flow a certain way. Like the wolf singing your song, breathe life into your world and the world will give back to you. Announce your presence boldly like a wolf's howl piercing through the night, drawing your pack closer and closer each time. They will be drawn to you naturally, as if by magnetic force, guided by the resonance of your energy and united in intention. When you harness your energy with clear intent, you will find yourself seamlessly woven into a more aligned community, profession, and life. Now is the time to nurture those social connections and collaborate with people whose aspirations line with your own. If you draw this card, okay, no, hold on. No, this is the reverse. We're not pulling the reverse. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.